Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Welcome to the Netflix era of hard way wrestling. What is going on, Ricky?
Yeet.
Yeet is correct. Netflix last night on Raw, man. First of all, before we go through these matches, and that's what we're going to go through these matches, what was your overall thought of the presentation on Netflix?
I liked it, but it felt like it was a pay-per-view instead of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I think that they treated it. There's not going to be a pay-per-view this month at all for WWE, so or a premium live event. So they treated this like their PLE. 4 matches. Thought there was going to be 5.
I thought they were supposed to have that tag team match with Mysterio and, well, what could be Penta, but not sure now after the whole Gable thing.
Yeah, how many people were, maybe Ray's hurt or something like that, but how many people you think were disappointed that Penta didn't show up last night?
I mean, I was kind of looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah.
I mean, for a 3-hour show to only have 4 matches was a little too much.
Well, there was a ton of extra stuff involved in this last night. This almost had WrestleMania feel to it.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
The
entrance setup that Triple H narrated was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was that kicked off the show. Before we get to that, make sure you go like, subscribe, ring that bell. We are on all your podcasting platforms. You name it. Spotify and iTunes. Not Google Play. And the reason why we're not on Google Play, we can't talk about it. Scotty's not here. Scotty messed it up, but we don't really talk about it. But you can just make sure you go smack the snot out of that subscribe button. We need all of your support. So thank you so much for joining us. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever we're at right now. Facebook, the Book of Face.
Go to Patreon, man.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's my fault. I don't push enough Patreon. I just don't push enough Patreon. I don't know why I don't. But if you like fantasy football, right? And a lot of us do. Ricky, we play fantasy football. We have separate leagues. We play in a league together.
I just won $1,500.
Think 1,500 spot, for Ricky playing fantasy football. Now you're not going to win that here yet, but we run a fantasy wrestling league. If you would like to join that, it's just $5 a month. That's it. Just $5 a month. We have a new member this season. Susie. She joined yesterday, and she jumped in on the fantasy shenanigans, and she put up pretty decent score for her first time out. But if you want to join, it's $5 a month. You can't beat it. Plus, you get some extra stuff with that. We're doing Harley Wrestling trading cards. Everyone who's logged in for January right now, you get a card. That's right. And if you stay to February, you get a card. So actually, you're gonna get some benefits when you join Harley Wrestling. $5 a month, you can't beat it. Promise you, I'm spending way more than your $5 a month. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so they had they opened it up their normal then now forever, and then it shined on Triple H in the middle of the ring with a spotlight. They had like a little history thing about wrestling and where it started, the carnies, the carnivals, and that kind of stuff. And then it had Triple H in the middle of the ring. I don't know what it is about Triple H, but man, he just brings something out of me every time. He's very sincere, and it makes me want.
Yeah.
It just makes me want to tear up every time he's talking.
Yeah, and again, it's the reason why everybody that was released from WWE during the Vince era came back when Triple H was the man in charge, because he actually gives a shit.
He definitely gives, and we've talked about this before on other shows. But hey, Lacey, what's going on, man? I missed your face. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna smack the shit out of your father, but I'll see you soon. He just, since he has taken over, he's done so much with the product. The stories have gotten better. The overall wrestling, I believe, has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
Jessie says she hates Triple H. She's a big fan of China, so she hates. Where can I get that mural painted ring? Yeah, just you WWE shop. You can go get it there. Jesse was a China fan, not China, but China the wrestler. So she hates Triple H for that. So anyway, he just gives WWE has such a different feel now to it. It just cinematically, visually, just overall the feel. And then going to Netflix, this was a huge deal. We've been talking about for what, a year now, right? It's been a year. We've been talking about them going to Netflix, and what this was going to be and what that was going to be, and yeah, man, Triple H, man, you got to give it up to him.
I don't know if it was my internet connection, but it happened to me twice in the first hour where my screen froze. I could still hear everything as it was live, but I had to back out and go back in. But apparently, from what I'm hearing, that was just me. So,
oh yeah, I heard zero issues with buffering. If you're swinging through here on TikTok, Tiny Wilson, what's going on TikTok? Where was I going with that? Yeah, no, I heard zero issues with buffering. None of the horrible things that we, the Jake Paul fight. We thought for sure we were going to get some nonsense with that, but I haven't gotten the numbers yet. I'm waiting for WrestleNomics to come out with the right numbers. So we'll have that here some point. But it just, I don't know, I think this is going to be a good thing for WWE. We didn't get blurred out chants last night.
Yeah,
we didn't get that.
The only thing I was a little disappointed in was we didn't get any blood. Like, I thought for sure Roman was busted when, we'll get to it, but I thought there was going to be a spot where Roman maybe got opened up.
Yeah.
I guess that upset you because it looked like you were opened up.
Yeah. So this is a funny story. This is not from wrestling. I didn't tell anybody. I just let them think. But last night, it was like 8:30 at night. I'm sleeping, and something spooked the cat. We have two cats. Sarah, what's up? Happy birthday, Sarah. She just
Happy
had a
birthday.
27 years old. Congratulations with that old fuck, that you're with. Anyway, Jessie thinks it's because her phone was on the bed and it buzzed or whatever. But for some reason, I have two cats. One's name's Rhea Catley, right? And the other one's name's John Senor. He's a Spanish John Cena. You can't see. Get it? Can't see.
Yeah. Okay. And you literally don't see him when you're over because he's never out.
He hates people. Yeah. But you can't see, as in Spanish. See, you can't see him. Anyway, John Senor decided last night that he was going to make a quick exit using my face. So he ran across the top of the bed and leaped off of my forehead. And when he did, he's not declawed. And when he did, he decided to take a little bit of a piece of me with him. So I roll over and I'm like, it fucking hurt. Like I don't know where he exactly. What's that?
Cat claws hurt.
Yeah, especially these cats. They're super sharp. I don't know what they do. They're sharpening them on the knives out of the drawer or what they're doing. But this thing leaped off of my forehead and took off. Didn't see him the rest of the night. I just was like, whatever. I felt it. I knew there was some sort of blood. I was like, whatever. I'll just, I'll just change my pillowcase tomorrow. And I woke up this morning. I just rolled over and went to sleep. Like I'm tough, right? I woke up this morning and I had this big glob of dried blood running all the way down the side of my face. I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy did a number on me. So it wasn't from wrestling. Soon enough, this is my Dusty Rhodes forehead, baby. My Abdullah the Butcher. So anyway, Triple H doing good shit with WWE.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you want to get into these matches? You want to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So it opened up with Triple H talking to the crowd. Then, now, forever. We get The Rock, right? The Rock came out.
The final boss.
Yeah, the final boss came out. Face boss, right?
Said,
no more heel.
He said, "Tell Mama Rhodes I said hi."
He said, "Tell Mama Rhodes I said hello." We do you think sounds like a 5-claw shuffle? Yeah. Do you think that The Rock coming out does that make it seem like he's not coming to Mania now?
The fact that he was face after he was an entire heel the last run, yeah, it kind of does. And just remember, with Mania season coming up, he's going to be tied back up with the UFL starting in March.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if he has. I don't know. I don't know if he has any movie things going on. So.
Yeah, well, he acknowledged Roman. He acknowledged Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Which was very surprising. And I later on in the evening, like after everything, The Rock went out, and he was actually hanging out with Cody.
They were drinking tequila.
Little Terramana. And yeah. No, it was I don't know. I don't know. It kind of threw me off a little bit.
Completely hush hush on everything.
They could be, but then kayfabe is completely dead. Then if the guy could come out and hug Cody Rhodes and praise his cousin, and then turn around later on and drop the people's elbow on him.
Yeah, true.
So anyway, The Rock comes out, a little bit of a speech of where WWE is going, this whole Netflix deal and whatnot. And the crowd just seemed to love it. And then we got a little smell what The Rock is cooking right before he booked out of there. So
he was looking a little rough, Grandpa Rock.
Yeah, he looked a lot like he needed a shave. I don't know if you noticed the camera, the 300K camera that they were using when they were zooming in on his. I think, and maybe I need to be more on camera. I think the camera adds 23 inches to your arms. Because his arms be any bigger, like they were right up on his arms, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's bigger than he ever was. So, get off the tee, Rock. Get off the tee.
It's the boulder.
The boulder. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about it, Rick. Roman and Solo.
I was very shocked that they did start with this match. By the way, I thought for sure this was going to be the main event, and I thought.
The Rock gave it away. He said, "There's only one tribal chief, and that's Roman Reigns." I was like, "Well, fuck." There went that.
Yeah. So I was shocked that opened up the match. Yeah. So the good part we've already noticed about Netflix as compared to USA was once this match started, you already started getting the "fuck you" Solo chants, and you didn't hear like complete silence for like 3 or 4 minutes until everybody stopped.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a good thing. They start the match. Paul Heyman's the holder of the Ulafala, and apparently I must have missed something where if Solo won, that he was the new owner of the Wise Man.
Yes, he gets the Ulafala and the Wise Man.
So that was, what did they announce it on SmackDown?
Whatever. Yeah, SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown.
Gotcha. Okay, so we knew what was going to happen with this match. It's a tribal combat. There's no DQs. We knew Tama Tonga was going to be there. We knew Jacob Fatu was going to be there. We knew Sammy and Jimmy were going to be there. And then after a while, they were going to all come out, and it was just going to be an entire just melee all over the place. Match had some great spots. You had the spinning solo through the table on the outside. Roman got hit with the ring bell, did he not?
Yeah, is that where we thought he was?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be. Yeah, because the way the camera was to Roman's back when he was like over the corner of the table holding his face, I thought he was going to be split open. But I guess they didn't want to go with blood just yet.
Right, save it.
Or Roman didn't want to bleed.
Didn't need it. This match didn't need it.
Yeah, so we get the run-ins from Tama Tonga. He pulls the referee out to save the pin on Solo.
Yep.
They beat the shit out of Solo, and then Sami Zayn's music hits. Sammy and Jimmy came running out. They clean house. When Jimmy does that super kick, you could tell his toes still bothering him.
Yeah,
because he kind of planted a little weird. So they even up the score. Then we get a Kevin Owens spot out of nowhere, hits Roman with the stunner.
It was a great stunner. I tell you what, Roman takes a stunner, and he takes a super kick like a monster.
Yeah. He's definitely turned into one of the better bumpers that they've got, especially since Ziggler's gone.
Oh, he does it so little, so
yeah, that too. We knew Homelander was coming out next, right as Owens was trying to line up that package pile driver on the OTC. So Cody comes out, hits him with the Cody Cutter, and then Roman hits 2 spears on Solo, and that's the end of the match.
Yeah, well, we got a spot where Roman covered Solo, and there was no referee.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the ref bump.
Too, so
yeah.
I got a little bit of a ref bump. Yeah. I mean, overall, we all kind of knew where this match was going. I mean, this was basically, this Netflix series to me was like their world's end in a lot of ways, which was we're ending stories because we're getting ready to go into WrestleMania season. So and we'll get into the other stuff later. But yeah, this is we'll see where we go from here. Solo rolls out, disappears. Heyman gets in the ring, getting ready to put the Ulafala on.
Paul Heyman, and I've said it forever, his facial expressions just tell a story.
Absolutely.
An amazing story.
Absolutely. There's so much to wrestling, not just the physical aspect of it. You could tell a story. Paul could tell you how much pain Roman is in by just making faces.
Yeah.
Or how good he's doing by just making faces, right? So, I mean, there's just so much more to wrestling than just the physical attributes. I mean, there's just your body. Your body is everything when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
So Heyman gets ready to put the Ulafala on him. The Rock comes out. He's a high chief, right? High chief.
Yeah.
Something or other. I didn't catch that. Lalo.
I didn't understand what they said with that. I heard high chief. That was all I needed.
He came out. He actually put the Ulafala on Roman, and now Roman is our tribal chief again.
At one point, when Rock was standing in the corner and Roman had his back to him, I don't know if I was wanting him to or expecting to hit him with a rock bottom out of nowhere.
Wouldn't that have been great?
But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Which is another reason right now why I don't know that Rock's going to be at Mania.
I mean, we saw him last year. I don't think we need to see him again. I really don't.
True.
I don't think there is enough going on. I think with The Rock showing up at Mania, it takes away from John Cena's run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So try not to. And Triple H has done a really good job of not overbooking things. So
yeah, that is true.
Well, except for finishing the story, that match was kind of overbooked because I think every Attitude Era wrestler was in that match at some point.
Everyone they could get to show up, yeah.
Well, yeah, everyone they could get out of the rocking chair. So we get a John Cena farewell. No interruption.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
I was expecting Gunther.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I on our paper I picked Ludwig.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I picked Gunther, and when he was listing all the legendary names that he has faced and who he could possibly face in his last match, the one name he did not mention, unless I missed it, Randy Orton.
No, he did not. He did not mention Randy.
I do not
He
remember
mentioned
him saying
Gunther. He
Orton.
mentioned CM Punk,
Cody.
Cody. Yeah, he did not mention
He
Randy
did
Orton.
not say Randy. So I wonder if that's a sign that could be.
Possibility. He said he's going to win the Rumble. Maybe he's going to win the Elimination Chamber. Maybe. Does he win one of them?
I think he's winning the Rumble.
Yeah, you think he's winning the Rumble? Yeah. I'm not sure that it makes sense for him to be the world champion, but as more and more I think about it, as much as I would like him to break Rick's record, I think the person who's going to break Rick's record is his daughter when it's all said and done. I think that's who's going to break the record, but either way. So we get a little John Cena action. What's her name was there?
Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella was there.
Yeah.
They were together, right? Weren't they together for a while?
Yeah, they were together for quite some time.
You think they're back together?
No, Cena's married.
Cena's married?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Yeah, he's been married for quite some time now, a couple years, I think. So, and she just got out of that rough relationship she was in. So.
Oh, you talking about Nikki?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that was as bad as I don't think it was as bad as they made it out to be. I just don't think it was. I think it was more overblown than anything. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next? Little video package with Logan Paul.
He said he's going to be 100% in now. I like it. I like what Logan Paul has brought to the table over his short time so far. He's got great charisma in the ring. He's athletic as hell. Sky's the limit for this guy. As long as he doesn't say anything on what was it, Twitter or whatever. Social media.
Yeah, he's the Paulson effect or whatever it is. The Paul effect, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we get Raw Women's title, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley.
So I thought they announced this as a last woman standing match.
I don't think so.
Or do they just mean it's the last match and between the two of them, so it's the last one standing, and that's it.
I don't remember how they announced this. I think I said it the other day on one of our things. This is it. This story's over for me, and I think it's over for them. I thought it was over for them. I'm not sure that they could drag this out unless Rhea gets the belt and they turn it and run it another way, or the opposite way. I just don't see this story really going forward. And Rhea needs that belt. Rhea, let me fix that. Rhea doesn't need that belt. Rhea looks great with that belt, and she's a good champion. She's a good champion. And I'm pretty sure at the end of this match, and Rhea ends up, we can get into the match if you want to, but Rhea ends up winning her title back.
Yeah,
and I love the moment Netflix zoomed in on her face, or whoever's video zoomed in on her face, and she looked at the belt and said, "I missed you."
Yeah.
Right? So pretty good moment for Rhea.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match too. But yeah, I must have misinterpreted the last woman standing match, but that still didn't take away from the fact that we knew Raquel and Dirty Dom would be involved. McAfee cracks me up, calling him a little rat bastard and all that.
He's going to be a good added person to this Netflix thing.
Yeah, I'm glad McAfee's back. Gets Corey Graves out of there. I wish they'd bring somebody back to get Michael Cole out of there.
I thought I read this week that Michael Cole was cutting back.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
less is more.
Yeah.
Especially
he's going to be the
Michael
new
Cole.
JR. He's going to show up every once in a while, yo, by God.
Yeah. So yeah, the match was actually pretty damn good, and they did what they needed to do to finish that story with Rhea getting the belt back. Liv tries to what was it, at the end of the match, gives her the Oblivion on the chair after Raquel slides it in the ring to distract the ref. Rhea kicks out of it. Liv goes back for the Oblivion again, and Rhea catches her twice, holds onto that rope, and just gives her that slow smile.
Yeah, that was
And
a good
then-
moment. That was a good. I call that the Keith Lee moment. That
And then
was a
right
good-
there,
that was a
you
good
knew
moment.
she was done. She
Yeah.
just yeets her straight to the ground and gives her not one, but two riptides.
Yeah.
Stacks her and
Hashtag
pins her.
save the finisher, will you?
Yeah, exactly. After the match, Dom tried to get in the ring and extend his arms for a hug to Mommy, but she said, nah. Kicked him in the huevos or whatever you call them, whatever it is in Spanish. Yeah,
Way blows.
right in his nuggies. He gets a riptide, and then right as Rhea is walking out, you hear the gong, and we get the American Badass Undertaker, or just the retiree Taker.
Well, she kicked it. Well, first off, back up. She kicked him in his nuts, and then she gave him the pump handle slam. So we all been waiting for that riptide forever, and she hit him with it. But that I was a little I thought at first when the Undertaker came out, he just rolled right by her like he didn't even see her. Like I was like, well, he just Mommy.
Yeah,
And we know that don't work out very well.
no, he had to take his lap.
Nice little. That is probably the quickest I've ever seen Undertaker get to the ring.
Yeah,
Easily. So
yeah,
does a little lap around the ring, comes back out. They go. He runs into Mommy. They're chatting for a second. I don't know what he's saying to her. He's saying, "Hey, who does your tattoos?" And they both do the raising of the fist, the backwards raising of the fist. So that was a pretty cool moment.
I was expecting Becky Lynch to show up.
She's officially signed.
Yeah, there was rumored that she was going to show up, but I think they nixed that last minute.
Yep, she just officially resigned. I think it was today.
Cool.
So,
well,
yeah.
I guess that'll probably be her next opponent again.
Let's hope not. Let's
Yeah.
hope not. We get a Chad Gable, an American Made. They want Adam Pearce. He wants Adam Pearce to find the best luchador for him to fight next week. I wonder who that's going to be.
Yeah. So now, are they going to double duty this thing with Penta, or are they pushing the Ray and his mystery partner tag team back, or is his mystery partner just going to be Dragon Lee or somebody that he's already with?
Yeah. I don't know, because that fell apart pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I believe that match was
me a little
supposed to be
bit.
last night.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I don't know what it might have been the match they cut. I never saw it listed on a run sheet anywhere for last night. So yeah. So we'll see. Chad Gable, Penta. Chad Gable's been building up a little momentum here lately, and then we're gonna put him in there with Penta. I mean, I guess. Maybe it's Dragon Lee. Who knows?
I mean, it's unless they do something stupid and it's like a little mini luchador or something.
Oh, could be Hornswoggle in a mask. Oh,
Yeah. Juan from De La Crosse. There you go.
Well, I mean, let me just tell you, one from De La Crosse is available, baby.
So after that, we're getting ready for match number 3 or 4 on the night with Jay Uso coming down with Travis Scott smoking a blunt.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they zoomed in on it. Yeah.
I know the most awkward part of this whole thing was Michael Cole standing up on top of the desk.
He looked like every white dork at the high school dance trying to get down.
He could not.
And
Scotty got better moves than him.
Oh my God, yeah. Except that table would have folded under Scotty. But yeah, that was terrible in every way possible for Michael Cole to even attempt that. I mean, I can't dance to save my life either, but even I look better doing that over Michael Cole. So
Lacey said she was shitting bricks when the Undertaker came out. Pretty funny.
Yeah, we all like Taker.
Somebody said in the chat that oh yeah, was it before? Oh, it was before the Luchador thing, right? Or before Chad Gable came out. Was Bailey talking with Adam Pearce?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did miss that.
Yeah, there you go. Christopher Bailey. Bailey was talking with Adam Pearce yesterday on Raw. Yes, he was. Yes, he was, Christopher.
Transfer portal.
That's right. That's right.
Bailey and Rhea.
I think everybody's in that transfer portal right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody wants a piece of Netflix. So.
Yeah. So we get Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre. Drew's still doing amazing heel work, and this match is the one I think I got wrong.
We all got it wrong.
Thank God. Yeah, but I think I put 3 on this, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a pretty good match. Drew goes for the Claymore towards the end, and I actually jokingly said this to my dad. I said, watch, he's going to do the Claymore, and Jay's going to roll him up for the win. And sure as shit, he ducks it and rolls him up.
Yeah, this match was only like 10 minutes. Like, it was not...
It wasn't long, no.
It felt like that they rushed this match because that when he ended up in a crucifix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up with a crucifix pin. It was real quick, 10 minutes and 22 seconds or whatever the match was. But yeah, no, the match was okay. It wasn't greatest. I'm disappointed that Drew didn't win here.
Yeah, same here.
Unless they're going to continue the program with Jay and which would make sense if they're going to continue the program with Jay because you don't want to get to like the next step is who.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't think they want to get to Roman yet.
No.
But we'll see.
Speaking of Roman, after the match, he tells Paul Heyman in a backstage segment that he will return to Raw on January 27th. And as he entered his locker room, you saw the WWE 2K25 video game logo on it. So it looks like the next appearance for the OTC will be in a few weeks.
January 27th.
Yep.
What is January 27th?
It's just Monday night.
That's it? Okay.
It's the go home show for Rumble, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Because the Rumble is February 1st.
We have to figure out what we're doing for that.
I thought Frosty said he was hosting.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Maker's Mark's chips all day long.
Well, Ham said he would host too. So if Frosty's not down, so
I'm down with whatever. I'm down with whatever. I'm going to be coming from Baltimore. I have a TV taping that night.
Oh yeah, USW.
Yeah.
So then we get more celebrities in the crowd. We get a Nikki Bella showing, and then we get one of the best celebrity segments of the night: the return of the immortal Hulk Hogan.
I tell you right now,
they booed him out of the freaking building.
I made some notes. I made a little bit of notes. Boy, Hogan was moving slow. This is what I noticed. Hogan was moving super slow. And I realized he's in his 70s now, and he's had a couple hip replacements and knee replacements, and God knows what else he's had replaced. Except for ability to get over in the crowd. He hasn't had that replaced yet because, boy, that whatever you got to give Hogan credit. Now, I know he's, it's National Fuck Hulk Hogan Day, right? All the time. But you got to give him credit because he stayed on task and kept saying about, well, brother, I've had a lot of partners over the years. I had the Macho Man. Like, it was terrible, Macho Man. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And I've had you as my partner. And they're just booing this shit out of him. And he just stayed on course. Did not lose what his thoughts or what he was going to do. And he's talking about American beer. I'm going to tell you this right now. That thing will never make the fucking shelves. If it makes the shelves, it ain't going to make the shelves everywhere. It'll probably be in Hogan's Beach shop.
Probably down south somewhere close to Florida.
In Hogan's Beach.
I mean, honestly, I haven't tried to search to find it. I don't know that I care to find it. I got a can of the Stone Cold IPA here on my shelf, along with the American Lager, and of course the little bit of bubbly. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be willing to try it though.
All right, so Hogan's Real American Beer I am a real racist. Is available at many supermarkets, retailers, including Walmart, Sam's Club, Albertsons, in Colorado, Florida, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, and Ohio.
Yeah, I'm
Wait.
not going to Ohio for beer.
No, we'll pass. We'll if we're ever somewhere and we see it, we'll grab a can. But I don't even think it has Hogan's face on it.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go. But yeah, yes, the crowd did not really care for Hogan last night for sure.
Poor Jimmy Hart standing there waving that flag. I'm sure he just wanted to get the hell out of there at that point.
Yeah, I love that Jimmy was behind him singing "Real American," and they weren't booing Jimmy Hart.
Yeah. All right, so now that Hogan's been tomatoed to death by the by the crowd in LA, we get to our main event, which was CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. This is a pretty good match. I don't think this will be the only installment in this rivalry. I'm thinking this is going to push towards a full-out Seth Rollins heel turn.
This is the beginning. This is the beginning.
Definitely the beginning. This is another match where it was hashtag protect the finish.
Yeah.
Because they just literally every finisher in each other's library they used.
You kicked out of the curb stomp?
Yeah, Seth hit CM Punk with the GTS first.
Oh, okay.
And he rolled out of the ring to the floor. And as Seth rolls CM Punk back into the ring, Punk out of nowhere hits Rollins with the curb stomp. It was back and forth. They were out on the floor, the announce table. I forgot what spot they did on the announce table. God damn it. I think he tried to pedigree Punk on the announce table. Or he did pedigree Punk on the announce table.
This GTS onto the announce table is countered into a pedigree.
Yeah, that's what it was.
To drop Punk.
Yeah, so he gets him back into the ring. He gives him a pedigree again, and Punk kicks out. Then he goes for... God damn it. I was getting a little fuzzy at this point of the night. Tired.
They slug it out from their knees until Rollins grabs a buckle bomb into the stomp. But Punk gets a foot on the rope. Back up, Rollins tries a Falcon Arrow, but Punk reverses it into the GTS.
That's what it was.
For the pin. 19 minutes, 54 seconds.
And I saw the playback of that. It was where he hits him with the first GTS. Punk staggered off the rope and fell over his shoulders. And then Punk got him up and hit him with the second one. And then they did the show back to when he did that to Moxley in AEW 3 years ago. Same exact spot.
If this is any inclination of how this is going to go, this is going to be feud of the year.
Yeah,
it might eclipse Drew McIntyre last year. Drew McIntyre Punk.
Yeah.
So we all know Punk's willing to do whatever. So
I'm just wondering if this will somehow since he's did it to both Shield members over the last 3 years between both companies, if he's going to end up having to do the same spot with Roman somewhere down the line.
Oh, most likely, unless John Moxley comes back.
Which
Jeremy said it's possible.
T-Bone says it's happening. He said book it. He said you
possible.
might need some turtle lettuce, but it's going to happen.
All right, well, let's get into the updated points after the Netflix show. Again, we run a fantasy wrestling league, and it's all points based. There were 4 matches, so there was 10 points available. Was it 10 points available? Yeah, 10 points available. And we do have a new Money in the Bank. Whether this was not only points. This was for the Money in the Bank. So if you won this pay-per-view, this was the first one. If you won this show, you got the points and you became Money in the Bank. So let's start from the bottom. Again, we have a new person this year, Sue. So we're going to start at 8. Rob with 3 points. Good job, Rob. You picked everybody. Yeah, you fucking did terrible.
Way to go, Damien.
Good job, Damien. Actually, he did better, Damien, because Damien would not turn in his form at all. Scotty right above him with 4 points.
Oof.
New member Suze with 5. Micah with 5. Randy with 6 in 4th. Myself with 6 in 3rd.
I had 7, I believe.
You had 7 in 2nd, and for our leading person and Money in the Bank holder with 9 points.
Damn you, Jesse.
She got one. She got the Seth Roll. Or she got She got the Drew McIntyre, which I'm pretty sure everybody did except for Rob. Rob went down on everyone. I had to go back and look at it, but yeah, she only put 1 point on that match because she wasn't sure. She loves Drew McIntyre. So
I thought for sure he was winning that. That's why I put so many points on it.
Bro, me too. Yeah, bro, me too. So anyway, with the lead right now is Jesse with the Money in the Bank. So at any time, she can cash in that Money in the Bank on the champion, which is myself, and take a shot at that title. So
must be announced with a video.
Yep, you must cut a video. We'll put it on Patreon before the whatever pay-per-view, and we'll put it up. And if you got to beat them, you can't tie them. If you tie, you lose.
What was the time limit for that match, by the way? Did you say?
What was the time? There was a time when you heard a certain call. Let me go back here. 1954. And I think I picked 18 minutes.
I put 12 even.
I think somebody picked 1801. Somebody put 45 minutes to an hour, which wouldn't have counted.
Was that Rob?
And that was that was Suze.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give her a crash course on how it works. But no worries. No worries. She did okay. So anyway. That's it, man. Not bad for the first Netflix show.
I was very impressed with the first show. Like I said, the only thing I wish would have been maybe a couple more matches, even if they were just short.
Well, I think we're going to get that moving forward. It's going to be a normal Raw, possibly. Now, a couple things. Logos on the mat. I don't know if you noticed the logos on the mat.
They were all over.
No Prime. So they had Fortnite and Snickers. I'm not sure what else they had. There was a couple other ones there. But I think that's pretty cool. I mean, selling sponsorships. Had 1802. I had Drew. Oh, you had 1802. Yeah. I knew Rob had. So I knew somebody put 2 points. Make room for the Miz coming back. What? Okay. He's whatever. Anyway. So next thing. No fixed time. So Triple H said this in an interview. I heard him on Pat McAfee, and he said no fixed time. So it could be 3 hours, could be 2 hours, could be 1 hour, could be 45 minutes, could be 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. There's no fixed time. He said it's wherever the story leads us, whatever we're trying to tell for the night, that's what we're going to do. How mad would you be if you had a 30-minute Raw?
Yeah, I highly doubt they're going to ever have anything shorter than 2 hours. Because that would, I'd be pissed off if I go to sit down at 8 o'clock and I grab a beer for Raw and I barely get 2 beers in and the show's over.
Yeah. I don't think they'll do that. I mean, they definitely got 2 hours in them every night. But I think that's smart. I think that why drag it out with a bunch of talking segments and stuff that really doesn't matter?
2 to 3 hour window should be where it's at. I think anything past 3 and anything past 3, and now you're getting the AEW pay-per-view timelines.
Yeah,
it's probably without the match quantity.
I love the 2 hour shows. Give me 2 hour shows all day.
Yeah, same here.
Anyway,
and last night I kind of was a little worried that thing was going to go 3.5, 4 hours. Because I was like, God, I hope not, because I'm never going to make it.
Yeah, well, they gave us that PLE feel. So if this was Tony Khan, so anyway.
It'd be still going on.
Yeah, right. It'd still be going on. They'd be raw. We'd all be raw, but sitting there.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. No Scotty today. Scotty, long week for some of us because they're in.
He's out there building snowmen.
Yes, he's probably out there. Well, he's rolling down a hill building one big snowman. So, anyway, Scotty's out there saving lives one grocery store at a time. So we appreciate him doing that. So, but he'll be back on. We have another show on Friday. It's already in the bag. You got to check it out. We got some other stuff coming up here soon. We got the AEW predictions was yesterday.
Oh, and one thing we forgot to mention:
Yep.
Rock will be on C-Dub tonight for NXT. NXT.
Yeah. He said, "I'll see you there." Yeah. If you want, I wonder what he'll be doing. Maybe he's gonna come in. Maybe he's gonna come in.
His daughter's the GM.
Yeah, I guess she booked him. Yeah, it's not a bad gig. But anyway, if you didn't get a chance, we have one that video that uploaded yesterday, our AEW predictions for the year, who's going to win what belt, blah, blah, blah. Then we also have one on Friday, WWE predictions for the year. So we'll see if anything that happened last night happened because we recorded it early. So we'll see. I think there might be one prediction in there.
I think so. Yeah,
that's correct. That we had a clean sweep on. I'm pretty sure. So, and then we're gonna have we'll have a video here soon with our wild predictions for the year. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Make sure you go hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and take your head right here, right at this mark. Hit that bell, ring that bell, and we'll see you guys next time
on the hard way. Conan,
my head.